And Bitcoin operates in two particular worlds, the developed world and the developing world. In the developing world, Bitcoin is really a hedge against the decrease in value of local currencies. You can see what's happened in countries like Iran, Turkey, Venezuela, other countries like that, where their currencies have been debased, and it's a great way for people to hold value against that debasement. In the US and the developed world, it's more of a store of value. And you've seen now banks come into the market. You've seen TradFi institutions really come into the market and adopt it. And so it becomes much more affected by global liquidity because it's treated more as an investment asset, and an asset that trades sometimes like equities, sometimes like gold, but really is driven primarily by global liquidity.
We are not getting the tariff decision from the Supreme Court. They've issued a number of decisions this morning, but now they're wrapped for the day in terms of the decisions, and we know that we're not going to get that tariff decision at this point. So we continue to watch and wait. Not clear when we might see this decision from the Supreme Court. Obviously, there's a lot of interest in this in Washington and around the country and around the world as everybody watches to see what the president's tariff regimen is going to be in 2026.
We're kicking off an initial vote this hour to potentially ban stock trading by lawmakers. Our Emily Wilkins is here with the latest, just one of many pots boiling today. Emily, good morning.
Good morning, Carl. Yeah, look, lawmakers would no longer be able to buy new stocks while they're in office under this bill that is being debated right now. But critics are already saying that there are too many other loopholes that would allow members to benefit from insider information. That means even though the bill is actually likely to clear this vote that's coming up in the next hour, it could struggle once it gets to the House floor, where a growing number of Democrats are opposing it as a watered-down half measure.
Welcome to the Cryptoteacher.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And you know I come back with that video just to make you think. And make sure you join the Patrons. If you're not a part of the Patrons, make sure you're hitting the Cash App. Also, go like and follow the TikTok. More videos to come.
And we have Fred Thiel on Bitcoin. And we know every time Bitcoin pumped, it came from the central banks. And right now, the Fed is increasing that balance sheet once more. And who's going to benefit? That's right, Bitcoin and crypto, at least until April. Yes, we're going to still pump and dump it at normal times. But as long as that balance sheet is increasing, Bitcoin and crypto is going to receive liquidity. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. And we have the tariff decision delayed again. But we know for a fact it's going to come soon. And it will definitely affect markets. And we know when we're going to get that decision. That's right, on the weekend. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. And will lawmakers be banned from trading stocks? And we know this bill is definitely going to get approved because we know the game now is changing. When it comes to investing, it's going to be long-term anyway. And we see congressperson after congressperson not going back up for re-election. And the reason why is that they know robots, algorithms, and drones and blockchain is about to take over Congress and also the rest of this economy. So all the things that were done in the dark behind the curtain is now going to be public. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. And with the rise of the machines, is going to put a lot of people out of work. And remember, guys, this is a plan. It moves in phases. And right now, the Fed is definitely stuck. They're not going to move right now because we have Japan that's going to be on the move. And the emerging markets have already turned to the machines, digital currencies, and the United States is about 10 years behind. But due to technology, we can see that this technology is definitely ready just by looking over in the emerging markets. Remember, it's the fall of America to Babylon with the United States dollar and the rise of China, the dragon, with that digital yuan backed by that digital SDR. And remember, the Cryptoteacher told you. And that's the reason why we hear the drums getting loud, the two sides being created. We have Trump now halting visas. We have China changes his mind on these chips. And then also cybersecurity. Remember, in the fourth industrial revolution, when the drums beat, it's going to be cyber and not physical. So that means these hacks can turn off your phone, turn off your water, turn off your lights, shut down a whole city in seconds. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
Tesla making a big change around how it sells customers its full self-driving service. Phil LeBeau joins us with that story. Phil.
David, for some time, when Tesla has offered its full self-driving software to buyers of its vehicles, you could either do it as a one-time payment when you bought the vehicle of $8,000, or you could do a monthly subscription. Well, now it will only be offered through a monthly subscription. Tesla, Elon Musk announcing that it will be a monthly subscription only for full self-driving technology in its vehicles. It'll start at $99 per month, starting on February 14th.
OpenAI is striking what I'm told by a source is a $10 billion chip deal with Cerebras, the AI giant, just putting out a blog post on the deal. They're agreeing as part of this to buy up to 750 megawatts of computing power. That's going to be over the next 3 years. OpenAI not putting a dollar amount behind this or commenting on the price, but I am, again, told it's roughly $10 billion by a source. Cerebras, as some background here, designs specialized AI chips. This does add to OpenAI's current partnerships with NVIDIA. They're also working on a custom chip with Broadcom. They've got deals with AMD as well. It does help OpenAI eventually reduce some of its reliance on NVIDIA and add to the mix there. The move does highlight, though, this all-out race we've seen for compute and for infrastructure.
There's an interesting thing in the CPI data. Motor vehicle insurance was omitted, and we know that's been under a lot of pressure. Why was it in the data? I don't know. It may have added another tenth or so. Peter Bookvar has been very good about that. You should have him on the show to talk about it. But I don't see any need for them to move. And if they don't, of course, the president will get on his high horse again and criticize J-PAL and criticize the committee. But remember, those three, plus Hassett, are going to have to carry a committee. And they're 19 people. They're just one, even if they're chair. They're not a dictator. And I think that is what they're going to have to deal with. They're all capable people, in my view.
2 cuts this year, just waiting for after Powell's gone as chair.
Well, is it that, or are they waiting because they need some more clarity on how the economy is evolving? We can't determine that. I mean, even the Fed has priced or had in their forecast some rate cuts this year. I think, this is a good time for the Fed to pause. The economy seems to be doing well. There's good reasons to think that fiscal policies will buoy the economy in the first half of the year. Labor markets, yeah, they're softening.
This is a big list, 75 countries. Brazil is on there, not a country you often see on these lists. Can you kind of go into why you think that is?
Sure. Well, Brazil's on there, Russia's on there, Iran. We've seen 75 countries. So Brazil has a lot of good company on the list. But our understanding is that, of course, the State Department has data on looking at benefits and which immigrants from which countries tend to use U.S. benefits when they come to the U.S.
We're going to have tremendous workforce availability. We're also going to have robots helping us. We're going to have a lot of robots helping us because we need it. And because we're going to town, we're building a lot between the AI and the auto plants. So we're going to need robots. We're going to have robots, but that's going to help us.
Robots hold steady hands in the operating room, and drones are redefining the future of war. Innovations of first-generation humanoids, factory automation, and autonomous vehicles have surged from private sector investment. Every one of these advancements is powered by AI. The robots are here. Our future is no longer science fiction.
Maybe crypto is actually built for the machines and we didn't even know it. And AI can easily handle private keys and easily understands transaction hashes and like how all this stuff works. It is money that is built for computers, even before the computers to intelligently handle it were built. So I find that interesting. And perhaps those of us who were involved in crypto pre-AI were kind of just like getting the ground ready for the AI systems to have a fully developed financial system handed to them, for better or worse.
This could be perhaps the greatest revolution in financial technology since the birth of the internet itself. Many Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that. Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology.
And as President Trump has directed, we are going to keep the U.S. the dominant reserve currency in the world, and we will use stable coins to do that.
I think stable coins could reinforce dollar supremacy, because with stable coins could end up being one of the largest buyers of U.S. treasuries or T-bills. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden, if you are using a stable coin in Nigeria that's backed by the U.S. dollar, you don't actually have to have dollars. It's on your phone. You can transact.
We are going big on digital assets. So Trump administration has made digital assets a priority. I've seen estimates that just over the short term, stable coins could create $2 trillion of demand for U.S. treasuries and treasury bills. To put that in context, the number is probably about $300 billion right now. We will take a close look at regulatory impediments to blockchain, stable coins, and new payment systems.
Things the Department of Commerce is going to start issuing its statistics on the blockchain, because you are the crypto president, and we are going to put out GDP on the blockchain so people can use the blockchain for data distribution, and then we're going to make that available to the entire government so all of you can do it. We're just ironing out all the details so we can do it.
Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to reduce the cost of virtually all goods and services. It'll make the United States a manufacturing superpower and the world capital of artificial intelligence and crypto. But with today's announcement, we take a major step to bring healthcare into the digital age. Instead of filling out the same tedious paperwork at every medical appointment, patients will simply be able to grant their doctors access to their records at the push of a button. Just a button and you're all set, and all the information the doctor needs will be immediately transmitted.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China. But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
If we could tokenize all our ETFs, all $5.3 trillion of our ETFs, and provide that in a digital wallet, you could seamlessly, without fees, going from a digital currency or a stable coin or whatever that may be in your digital wallet and buy bond or stocks. And I believe that is going to be the future. I believe we're going to be in the cutting edge of tokenizing bonds and stocks. It's coming. And we have the technology now. The fact that we are now moving forward in tokenization, every bond and stock, is crazy. Yeah. We should be moving towards that frontier. Obviously, there's winners and losers and all that, but we need to be prepared for the tokenization. And it would democratize more finance if we tokenized bonds and stocks.
Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.